This crispy chicken is from a taco place.
This crispy chicken is from a taco place?
The taco place?
Taco place. It comes in a burrito, too?
From your taco place, it's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
It's the fall kickoff sale at Lithia Ford of Boise. It's the best time to trade in and trade up to a new Ford truck or SUV with the room to haul your payload or playload. Visit Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
Bronco fans, the new Boise State trading cards are here, and you can only get them at Jackson's. Start collecting them today. Jackson's, let's go!
And final blade of grass. Done. And done. Who knew it'd take 2,007 man-hours to paint 47,962,053 blades of grass? Smells like game day. Whoa, it's not dry yet.
It's time for the Riley and Ridge Show, presented by Jackson's on Bronco Nation News. The Riley and Ridge Show takes you into the locker room and the coach's office, giving you a unique perspective on Boise State football from two guys who know a thing or two about what it takes to win on the blue. Riley Smith was a Campbell Trophy semifinalist and a four-time Mountain West Scholar athlete who was part of 52 wins and 2 Mountain West championships during his 6 years as a quarterback and tight end with the Broncos. Kent Riddle won 7 conference championships in 13 years as an assistant coach at Boise State while working with the running backs, tight ends, and special teams. He has nearly 3 decades of coaching experience overall, including stops at Army, Colorado, North Texas, and Arkansas State. The Riley and Ridge Show is presented by Jackson's. Need a pick-me-up? Stop into Jackson's for a 16-ounce coffee for just 99 cents with Let's Go Rewards. Now, let's go out to the James Kitchen and Bar near Albertson Stadium and join Riley Smith and Kent Riddle for another edition of the Riley and Ridge Show, presented by Jackson's on Bronco Nation News.
What's up, Bronco Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Riley and Ridge Show, sponsored by Jackson's, and it is game week. First week going down to USF, and we got 2 familiar faces here. We got Mike Callahan and Brad Bedell. Appreciate you guys being on, man.
It's great to be here. We're sharing mics today. We're nice and cozy over here in the corner.
Yeah, well, you could have had this one. I'm still trying to dial it up so I can see the comments.
As always, we're casually late, so but we're ready to get going.
We're waiting for BJ. Where's BJ at?
Nowhere in sight.
He quit.
Yeah.
He quit. He had to pack for his trip.
Yeah, like right.
Just like me.
I have to pack for my trip. Where are you going? I'm going to Tampa. When do you leave? After work tomorrow.
Not after work tomorrow.
Oh, well, like I said, be any red blooded American. You have about 26 cocktails you pack, and you wake up the next day and you figure out what you pack when you get there.
That's
it's
what I'm
like
scared
Christmas
for.
Day. Yeah. It's like Christmas Day. Oh, cool. 1 pair of underwear. Looks like Commando.
This is going to be a rough trip.
I can actually tell a great story about that. We were playing at Hawaii my freshman year in college. And I'd played a little bit. It was kind of always like, who's going to travel, me or trying trying to think if you guys probably missed out on it, but
They weren't born yet.
no, yes, I know, but my roommate was Ed Browning, and Ed's son Jake almost came to school here. And we got Brett Rippon. UW got Jake Browning, but Eddie was my roommate. And when I first got to college, and then friends and whatever, and they kept moving us around. Sometimes one of us travel, sometimes the other. So we go to Hawaii, and we both got to go for whatever reason. And it was over Thanksgiving weekend. And we go, and we have one guy that shows up on the bus. I don't know how he made the bus at all. And he's got like the old school little gym bag, duffel bag, like the red and white with the straps. His roommates had packed for him, and they gave him a change of underwear. And that was it. We were going for like Thanksgiving weekend for 4 days.
Yeah, that's scary.
Hey, allegedly, I made that mistake by myself on a spring break trip. It was a hell of a trip, but guess what? When you're 326 pounds trying to pair underwear in Mexico, it's pretty tough. Well, hey,
it's yeah.
That's my fear.
There were things you guys would struggle to appreciate this, but a lot of this was survival of the fittest 30, 40 years ago. Now everything's done for you.
Right.
And I'm not like faulting that, but there's no chance to fail. There was a lot of chance to fail back.
You can get a toothbrush in the lobby. Back then, they're like, no, we don't do that stuff.
Finger brush it.
So yeah, Boise State's playing tomorrow or the other day.
Yeah.
So what's on the tab for tonight, guys? We're just gonna sit here until how I forgot my underwear for a Mexico trip, or
That's about the point of the show. Yeah.
oh, cool.
Swinging it, stories, talk about some football. Big game going down to Tampa. I'm the only one out of the crew going, so I'm the true fan. So
that is true. Although you are from there.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. I'm reading the comments and I can't get over this, but I'm not going to bring it up. So, I mean, thought about
Yes, Chad.
versus acted. Anyway, no. Hey, fired up to be here. It's game week, right? Spent a little time this weekend watching some practice. I think the Broncos are ready to go. Looks like the guys are fired up. I think they're very dialed in and excited to see the product. That's not helping.
To answer your question, Chad, is that Boca? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I have thought about that, but I didn't want to get arrested.
Right? That's the difference. Thought about versus act.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, no, anyway, back to it. Like the guys are definitely ready to play, right? I mean, you guys have been there. You've seen them. You talk to them, interact with those guys. You've seen all the time. I know for sure talking to the coach, like, this is a hard part of the year, right? Because it's like since January 10th, 20, they were a little bit later this year because they gave them a little extra time. But January probably 20th, they kind of got cranked up. I mean, so, you know, you're talking about 8 months, like ready to go. And there's everything in the world matters on this game. And it'll be no different when they play Eastern Washington a week later, right? It all matters.
They do.
No, it all matters, right? Like,
Yeah, it does.
no, I'm not saying necessarily the level of competition is exactly the same,
No, yeah, I'm with you.
but
Every
that
week
game
matters.
is everything to them. And I assume these guys, based on what I've seen, they'll be ready to roll.
No doubt.
I mean, but the problem is, as players, you're like, put the ball down. Let's go snap next. right?
sure.
As a coach, you're worried about everything that can go wrong, right? Especially week one. Week one as a player, you're like, it's finally here.
Yeah.
As a player, you go back, okay, did I get them ready for this? Did we walk through this? Did we do this enough? Because you've had so much time to look at the film, you're going to find one blitz in the course of an entire season. You've done blitz protection with me.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, what is this? It's like, hey, they ran this one time
4
a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was probably wrong, right?
And it's probably wrong.
For sure.
But you walk through it because that's what summer's about. That's
And
what kids.
it's come up before. Like
Right.
we
No,
always thought
there's
you
no doubt.
guys were crazy,
Yeah.
but it has come up before. And we're
Yeah,
like,
we're
oh shit, they brought this blitz that we went over 30 minutes before the game and we picked it up.
But
It's crazy.
It's wild. But I mean, that's because you're right. This. I mean, I think this is as an opening season opener. Let's just face it, being playoff or bust. Right? I mean, not playoff or bust. I don't believe that. But playoff is this is a big game actually in the G5 realm. Florida really likes this football team.
Yeah.
When I found out I was going on the show, I kind of, and I Twitter it's asked, but when you go and you look at that, it's like the fans are like they're like goo goo gaga over this quarterback.
For sure.
And I actually saw some clips of him.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. To me, like the interesting thing will be like how much he really wants to run.
Oh, I think you got to tee him off.
I think he's an NFL prospect. He got hurt last year. Like, how much does this guy really want to run?
Say he blew his knee out last year or something. So that kind of just depends on how that rehab went and stuff. But I mean, this whole freaking offense is based entirely around his legs from 2023. Looking at the film.
Well, he didn't. You know, that's the one thing is you got to make him throw because if he runs all over you, I mean, he rushed for 100 yards with Alabama. The year before that, he rushed for an over 1,000 yards as a 3,000-yard passer. But he's streaky. I mean, it'll be a game where he's 50% completion, then all of a sudden, boom, he's 80. But he's not a great deep ball thrower. I'll give him, that's the one thing about it. But I'll tell you what, it's just
you
it's a
coach in this
quarterback you
offense,
don't
right?
want-
Though
Yes,
I mean, this is the Baylor
it
offense
is
that they're.
essentially
A lot of it comes from
the Levy tree, the Miles tree, all that stuff, and they rely on chunk plays and deep balls.
For sure.
And if you're not getting that, you're out of sync. Flip it the other way. If your offense is creating first downs, they get really frustrated. And the coach is like, if we don't score quickly, we're in trouble. And that's because they get out of sync because they're used to just rolling speed as fast as we can play. Completion, run the ball, throw it up. And I think if the offense, if Boise State's offense can stay on the field, they'll take the whole offense to sync.
Well, Boise State is really dying right now. I mean, Mike, you can speak to that last year and Riley the year before, but I mean, as a defense, if you're over there resting and like the pressure's on them, I think of it a little bit like playing Air Force, right? Like, hey, the best way to beat them is get ahead. So as a defense, the focus is like, let's get 1 3 and out. Our offense is going to score 2 touchdowns, and we'll be up 14-0. And
And in that period, they take up on those 2 drives. They take up the majority of the first quarter.
No doubt.
Possession, ball security, everything that goes along with that. That helps keep us fresh. Big hits. We get a 3 and out, and the offense hits a 75-yard explosive run thanks to the best running back in the country last year. That's a little bit of a different story, but for the most part, the way that we're designed, take time off the clock, control the ball, score on the ground.
Here's another question. Like, it's going to be an interesting one. So when they brought that offense over here, you were playing defense here, right? Not a lot of shift in motion. It was all about speed. How many plays can we get in a game? Because if we hit 85, 90 plays in a game, we'll put 40 points on the board, right? Well, it goes the other way too. And all of a sudden you're facing a shift in motion team and creating gaps and things like that. Those kids don't see that stuff.
Yeah.
And so they don't see the 12s. They don't see the 13. And so now all of a sudden you're exploding in a heavy formation. You're showing that and then exploding to an empty. They get confused too because they haven't seen it. So that's the other great equalizer in this game is speed, but shift in motion to confuse the defense creates explosive plays too.
Yeah. And if we shake him up the first drive, like the UNLV quarterback, what we did to him, like if we lay a big hit on him or
Washington State.
Washington State especially. You shake him him up, he's going to start folding, especially first game of the season.
I said this was in Las Vegas. Hit often and as hard as humanly possible.
For sure.
I would expect their quarterback to take a little bit of a beating. And I think that's rough when you're a quarterback game one coming off an injury and you've got NFL aspirations and all that stuff. Like,
A lot of pressure.
And, hey, I don't know this guy at all. So he might be the toughest SOB in the world. And if he is, God bless him. But Riley, you play quarterback. It's hard when you're getting hit. It doesn't matter how tough you are. Like, it's hard.
And once you start looking at the line of scrimmage instead of downfield because you're worried about getting smoked by a D lineman, your whole game falls apart.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have no idea what to do. You don't want to run. You don't want to throw it. You want to go home. Out. Yeah, exactly.
And I would say this. I mean, I think their offense is built on getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in the pass game, right?
Yes. It's a very rhythmic. It's catch, punch, throw. Catch, punch, throw.
Yeah.
Double move, throw it up. And so double moves are a big part. The DBs are going to have to be disciplined.
But if you put the pass rush in on that, very little concern about the double move.
Keep him up, get the quarterback off the spot, and he will not be able to kill. But keep him in the pocket. Crush him, the depth of the pocket with the guards and centers, crush that, get the defensive ends and your edge rushers on the edges, get them nowhere to go, and you're going to sack it. I mean, it's typical. Keep the athletic guy in the pocket, and then zone read. It's almost like trust me, he's going to have it dialed up because that's all he sees at USCF and everything else. You almost want a couple early, make him pull it.
Yes,
make him absolutely pull it.
Yes,
crash the defense man, roll safety down to the back side, make it pull and line him up.
Chins, right? Like that's definitely going to happen.
Yeah. There's no question that's coming.
Yeah, we're fortunate. We got a phenomenal defensive coordinator. The guy's literally one of the best in the business, and at every levels. And like he understands offensive football. So he knows how to make it play out on defensive football.
Right, 100%. Being a center at Iowa definitely translates over to his thinking a little bit. But with him, his biggest strength, in my opinion, as a coordinator, is his ability to convey how he wants the pressures to look on a week-to-week basis. And we come into each week with enough pressures.
That's why you end up with 55 sacks, right?
Yeah. And with this guy, just the fact of the pressure that's going to be coming. It didn't matter who we were playing last year. Any different schematic offense we were facing, pressure was still going to hit either way. So,
well, it's funny. I was thinking about that. First games are always scary for players and coaches. Yeah. Brad said it really well earlier. I think players think more of it as like, I've been killing myself 8+ months to get out here and do this. Coaches, you're like, I've been thinking for 8 months, like, what's going to happen in the first game?
Yeah, the whole you know what, guys, we got time. That's over. That stuff's out the window. We're kicking it off.
You're gonna see what you got.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think I think the Broncos, from what I've seen, have looked really good, and I think they have a plan as to what they're going to look like this year. And I think it's exciting. It's going to be different than last year because there's not one guy on offense like everybody's focused on.
And you know what? I'm kind of excited for that. And look, guys, everybody out there, I'm not trashing Genty. We all knew it was going to be handoff, third medium, get the first down, handoff. Cool. Yep. This year, I think you're going to see some athletes emerge out of here besides the stable, which you need it wide out. You need some more explosive plays and 50-50 ball catches. But I'm kind of excited to watch this offense operate and not rely on one and pick up with 3 more. And are the numbers going to equal in the rushing game? Not early. I don't, unless one of these guys is going to come out and have a 300-yard rushing game, which
personally, it's not. Statistically, it's not, because he almost passed Barry Sanders, which has been there for 30 years, 30 plus years. So it's not going to hit that. Yeah. But collectively, could they hit that?
Yeah. No, that's why I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Collectively, it's exciting. It's always
to me, the O-line is deep. And they're tough. Like you went against those guys every day in practice.
Especially interior-wise.
Yeah.
Those guys inside you have probably anywhere between – you probably have 6 offensive linemen that are at the very least game ready. 3 of them could be all conference inside right now.
Because they all played.
Exactly.
They were forced to play.
Right.
I mean, they were forced to play.
They had to play. They all got the experience. They all went up against good talent. I mean, against Oregon, you looked at 2 backups that came in and had a pretty, I mean, more than a serviceable game. I mean, Zach Holmes and Tyler Keaton played pretty well against that Oregon front.
Yes. Which is going to be interesting because they're going – the South Florida team, it's loaded. It's so senior graduation heavy. Now, that's a good thing or a bad thing. They won 7 games last year.
Yeah.
They can go out and crap the bed and go, we're just a bad defense. Right. We need to play some freshmen, but it's an older defense that's been in the system now going on. And this is because you're 3, right?
Yeah.
It's 3. Right. So it's a heavier defense but looking, they're 290 a piece inside. They're not I think they're going to be built off of movement and speed and blitz packages and things like that.
Just like us.
Where if you can line the ball up and hit them in the mouth early, you can wear them down just as fast as you can wear anybody else down. At 290, that's not very big.
No.
Not for how big our interior is.
No. And with the tight ends that could even handle that. So it's like
absolutely. Exactly.
It's
well,
yeah.
It's
in the Mountain West, those guys are 310 now.
Oh yeah.
So it's not a real big interior defensive
I'm
line.
with you. They'll move around a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to. There's going to be stems and movements, catch them on edges,
right?
Things like that. So you're just going to have they're going to have to do well versus the movement up front.
Yeah, which is like Mike said, like that's how Boise State has been, and so we go against it every day at practice and fall camp. So we're going to be ready for all that movement.
Yeah, the whole line's 100% ready for the stump inside
Oh.
in terms of picking up pressures. I mean,
Yeah,
they
no
see
doubt.
it every day for 15 fall camp practices. They're going to be just all right.
And then the pass game too, like you said, I'm excited to see the receivers ball out. It's like Latrell, Caples, and the rest of those guys, like even Ben Ford stepping up, and it's going to be
More
fun to
explosive.
see.
Well, and
It is going to be.
you know,
wanna
we've
be more
heard for 2
explosive.
years about Chris Marshall.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
finally time.
that guy is he has showed tremendous fortitude in my opinion.
Good word.
Great word.
I have a big vocabulary.
SAT word.
But like it would have been very easy for him to like just shut it down. Like, yeah, hey, I can just go somewhere easier. But to me, like the guys recognize, hey, there's something better for me here if I go through all this. And it might take an extra minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you played with him, right? Last year. Like it was I was in enough practices. Like it was not a fun experience for him last year.
Right. The biggest thing was consistency last year, obviously. You know, he played.
And
games, but,
I'm not trying to.
No, I know. Yeah.
But he is he has the talent that's been recognized by a lot of people. And am I saying like he should be 1,500-yard receiver like best we've ever, like I don't want to even kind of put that pressure on him at all.
Yeah.
But could he have a good year? Yeah, absolutely, because he has figured out the way to do it the Boise State way, and that's a lot different way than a lot of other teams do it. Like it's not just like, hey, I made a great play, celebrate me, it's all over. It's like, okay, I made a great play, but that's what I was kind of supposed to do. Yeah. And now I got to line up and run another play.
And it takes
that's
time
your
to do
job.
that, too. Yeah, it is.
Sorry, you have a job to do. That's your job. Move on.
That's a 3 on the scorecard. You don't.
Right?
It's like
but that's
you think it's a big play. No, it's standard. It takes a lot to get above standard. Too much.
You want congrats? Take it 90 on a swing or a slant. I'll start getting a hurdle back.
Yep.
But that's that becomes the expectation here, and it's very easy to check out on that here before you ever get to that. I mean, both of you guys really developed as underclassmen and became really good all conference type players as upperclassmen. I mean, how just talk a little bit about that. I mean,
Yeah, it like you said, it takes time. Like talking about guys, especially that transfer in or guys coming out of high school, like it takes time to understand the standard. Like we have great guys ahead of us that even guys that didn't play that always talk about it and built it from the ground up and built that foundation. And you come in, it's a culture shock. Whether you've been at another college, but especially at a high school, it was a punch in the mouth. But that's what makes you great, because if you come in and it's all rainbows and sunshine, you're not going to improve at all. So that was something big that I know my class had to deal with, like having Avery Williams and Curtis like talking shit to you first day in was difficult. And you realize, hey, I got to step up and be a guy that can compete with these people on the field. And you just keep going at it day by day. And the people that are really successful are the ones that are resilient through all that shit you have to deal with. So I know you kind of have the same thing, like coming in and overcoming different injuries and different stuff like that. And it's just pedal to the metal, no matter how hard it gets, is what builds that mindset. And it just shows on the field.
And that's kind of the thing that both of our classes were really similar with the 2018 and 19 kids. You know, we came into those teams with a lot of veteran leadership. You know, you look at the guys that he was mentioning, and, you know, for me personally, like going up against Bedell's, you know, O-line that year that I first came in, you know, you have to take your lumps and bruises. I mean, that scout year was terrible by all accounts.
Worse than ever.
A lot of people would have transferred after that, but you know, the guys.
I mean, seriously, like,
100%. Yeah,
a literal physical beating.
Right, and we were probably one of the last. Our classes were probably some of the last classes of college football that'll truly get to experience that, because I want to say it was either 2020 or 2021. Kind of took everything over, kind of went downhill from there. But the guys that stick it out, you know, just relaying this back to like the Chris Marshall. I mean, the guys that stick it out, that's when you see guys start to fully, you know, blossom in this thing. And even with Ashton, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, that kind of talent is what it is, you know, being Ashton, but he turned down all the offers in the world after year two. And there were some, you know, 7-figure offers out there that he turned down to stick around and take a big pay cut to be at Boise State, but get to develop one more year in the offseason. And then next thing you know, he's the entire offense in last year, which, you know, we all saw something like that happening, but we didn't know he was going to be, you know, should have been the Heisman winner. I just think that just becomes more rare as time goes on, especially here. But for a guy like Chris Marshall, similar talent level as an Ashton Genty in terms of raw natural talent, buying into the Boise State way. I mean, I'm like you said, like you're not trying to put any pressure on him.
For him,
right?
Exponentially, right?
Yes, like this year should be a big year for Chris Marshall, no question.
Nobody ever wants to hear this, but there's like money now and money later.
Yep. Sure. And that money's a lot bigger later.
Yeah.
It is. Ashton.
Right now,
but it's so hard. It's so hard to turn that down, because you're betting on yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
it's also the land of if I want everything now. I want this now. I got my
instant
news.
gratification.
I got this now. I got this now.
Yep.
And you don't. There's a difference. You can get NIL money now, and it's going to hold you for some time. If you can make it, you're looking at generational wealth in national football.
100%.
Yep.
Right. I mean, then as long as these kids can figure out compound interest, you're going to be really good.
Especially now, right?
Exactly, because they're all getting paid.
Well, because if you can invest that money you make while you're in college and get more money in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like you'll work contract in the NFL.
No.
Where you make $500,000 and
no, it is not.
Best of luck to you.
Right, exactly. And it's like it doesn't matter.
You're still working.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you, dicks. I mean, it's just the way it is.
No,
but I mean,
I'm not making fun of you.
No, it's
I'm
not.
saying that for everybody.
No, it's a fact. I mean, we got
everybody's benefit. Like everybody
today was
likes to believe you played 7 years in the NFL. Like everybody I think in their mind thinks like, you're good.
Yeah. No, I work. Things like that. There's a difference between where you want to be and feeling comfortable, right? It's a mindset in yourselves. And today was cut day, and there's some kids that went down. I mean, Detroit, they settled. They settled. They'll work that out after that. But
by the way, we're all pretty sure we have not seen the last of a med in the NFL.
No.
But
Not at all.
No.
yeah, shit, we
But
feel
dude,
sorry for
yeah.
him. Avery, again, I would expect him to surface. Brett Rippon, I would expect him to end up on a roster somewhere. But you know, it's a short-lived life.
It's
right?
hard. I mean, Ben
NFL,
Dooley.
not for
Yeah.
long.
Ben Dooley. And we were talking to a lot of people. In National Football, they only keep 8 or 9 offensive linemen on the entire team. Now you got to wait for the practice squad, but you dress 8 offensive linemen. That means you got your swing tackle, your backup center, and another swing guy inside. That's all you're going with. And it's hard to understand. And that's why if you bet on yourself, a great example, I think, is the and I don't know his name, Rid, you'll know his name, is the running back out of Ohio State or Oregon State.
Yeah.
Mark.
I just saw that
Ian
today.
Martinez.
Yeah.
He took off for a payday.
Yep.
Had a not very good year. Came in GT.
He was Taylor's teammate at Louisville High School.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So then he took off. Okay, year. He just got released today. And
Yep.
they were talking about him being the
guy
4 running back coming out of the draft.
Yeah.
It's just really hard. You know what I mean? It's just like,
for sure.
And some guys,
Shout
if you're
out George Halani.
I was just gonna say,
Come on,
why to get cut?
he didn't get cut.
No, I know.
Oh,
George
yeah.
got the 3 spot. Yeah.
Right. And so when you look at those things, here we go. It's just it's a different animal there. But also, if I knew I was a 7th round pick, and I knew I can go get $1 million,
that's a
business decision.
Yes, I agree.
It's a business. As much as I hate it, I do not like it. That's a business decision.
I do agree with that.
That you can go ride the pine, but you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
Pre-tax.
For sure.
Right. So
but where things are a little bit out of whack, like some of those guys that are going to be 7th round picks are making $1 million in college.
That's true.
That's where things are way different.
But I also think so where we've changed the landscape and the people we've talked to, Rid, which has changed the whole draft status. The whole thing is some of these guys that used to say, hey, I'm going to bet on myself and I'm going to go in the NFL draft. Even if I go in the 7th round, I'm going to make it. Now these schools are talking me into staying, paying them $1.2 million, saying, well, what happens if you can come back, a Genty, and to bet on yourself? Now I can get you to a 3rd round pick.
Yep.
And so you know what I mean? So this whole college football dynamic has changed.
It's like Quinn Ewers did the same thing.
Exactly.
Like sitting back, get a guaranteed payday, and then see if you can bump your stock. And sometimes it doesn't happen, but at least
he made the team.
Right.
He's going to be number 3, but he made the team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
it's
as a quarterback, there's only 3 quarterbacks. A lot of these teams are only carrying 2 quarterbacks in the roster. It is a hard thing to make a roster.
It really is.
I mean, Rivers had a great career. He bounced all over. He's so smart. He's mentored. I mean, that guy is going to be a phenomenal coach if he decides to go in that direction.
He'll just be like Kellen. He's already got all the connections.
Without question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's set up for success to be coaching that.
Yeah.
No.
Rip will turn up. He's probably a little too young to jump into the coaching just yet, but he'll turn up on somebody's roster.
I agree.
But eventually, that guy's going to be a head coach in the NFL.
I'm
for
with
sure. And with unbelievable intensity, too.
Yes. Yeah. Rip was definitely different.
He always knew. You know, pregame. Oh boy, Rip, we got to calm down a little bit there.
I know. He used to meditate in the QB room when we go up to practice. We try to get in, it was locked, and we would go 10 minutes late into the meeting because he was just trying to calm down before practice. It was insane.
I love that kid.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's awesome. Phenomenal.
We got a bunch of questions going on.
I was trying to read them all.
I know. I appreciate you guys. This is the most questions we've ever had. One was cool. I forgot who asked it.
Something about the Inferno.
Yes, that's exact. 7 Infernos. We did 1, and that was like the worst day of our lives.
7 Infernos.
They did 7 Infernos.
I don't know if that number is accurate, but hearing the boys come home,
get kicked.
I feel like it's like 3 or 4. I will tell you this. The first one I walked into, I was like, this isn't that hot.
Why would you go?
That's the one day I would skip. Voluntary Inferno.
It was a Saturday. I had nothing going on.
Right.
You want to catch a sweat, huh?
Well,
yeah. Sauna. It is crazy though,
but I was like, it's not that that. And I was standing there talking to Lou Major and Dale. And probably 20 minutes in, I'm like, I got a full sweat.
You didn't even do fast breaks or.
No, I had nothing going on. And then I started looking at the players running off.
Yeah.
Then I went to the next one. And I was like, they cranked the humidity up in here way more this time. I walked in, I might have been in there 2 minutes and was in a full sweat.
Yeah.
And we had the
And I
heaters,
was like-
right? Because the tight ends and the O-line are right next to each other. We had the heaters blowing down on
Yeah, I was like,
no.
this is ridiculous. It is way hotter than game day will ever be.
For sure.
And then they moved some practices to the afternoon
Yeah.
to catch the heat.
They're definitely prepped. They're spraying them with water, blew a pipe or something, sprinkled their head first, tail standing over it, trying to hold it down.
I don't think you never know till you're in it, for sure. But I think the biggest factor is always, are you in condition? And I feel like the strength and conditioning staff has done an amazing job.
Sure.
Every year I've ever been here, and what I've seen from these guys, without question, they are ready to roll. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be different? Yeah, it's going to. Riley, I think that was the first game you ever traveled to, right? Was Florida State?
It was Troy the year before.
Okay. Yeah.
Signaling.
Mike, how about you?
Florida State.
Florida State. Is it exactly like the practice? No, it's not.
Easier.
But is it doable?
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's like,
because you get a break in a game.
Yes.
Exactly.
That break.
There's no break in practice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, TV timeout. And I know fans, you guys don't like TV timeouts. When I saw TV timeout, I was like, thank God. Just give me a chance to breathe.
Yeah.
But it's also the anxiety of a first game. It's like this. You run all summer, you do all the decks, all that. You hit the first day of camp, and you're breathing hard. You're like, did we even condition?
It's the worst feeling in the world.
Worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And then that. And
it takes literally like 1 or 2 drives, right?
Yeah.
So
it's like 3 plays into it, you're like,
it's the same
then you
thing.
get your second wing, come
For
back
sure.
in.
And the anxiety and your heart's going crazy.
I would
You
say that's
Yeah,
way more of it.
Everyone's cramping.
Don't you think?
Because of the
Yeah.
anxiety.
Like,
yeah.
way
you feel-
more of
I
it.
would feel weak. I remember the first game I would go out, I just felt weak. And I was like, what the hell is going on right now? And it's just that first drive jitters. And it was like, horrible feeling.
I always ask guys, even like recruiting, I was like, hey, are you a big puker before the game? Because if you're puking and your stomach's a mess, you can't hold fluids, you can't do anything down.
Yeah.
So now you got to have the fluid guys need a plan for IV, halftime IVs, things like that.
Yeah.
Because you need a plan on who your crampers, who your pukers, who the
I
nervous
guarantee
kids.
somebody asked, like,
Because some kids
Somebody
won't
asked
drink
us, like,
because
who
their
was the
stomach's all
puke?
messed up.
100%.
Like that's a legitimate concern.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's always has been for me. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm a puker. Okay, do you
No
drink?
water?
Like,
Yeah.
I can't drink anything. I can't eat before a game. That's a problem.
For sure.
Dude, we had like an IV line last year at Georgia Southern. I mean,
At
halftime. Yeah. Halftime IVs were crazy. I mean, I'm telling you, like, we played in Florida 2 or 3 times while I was there. Georgia Southern, I almost met God. That was I saw, I didn't care. Like halfway, there was a 14-play drive that we only had 2 defensive linemen ready to go because Herb and Sheldon were coming back. And we were on the field for 14 plays. Play 9, couldn't tell you. We didn't know what the call was. We didn't know what the offense was doing. We were out there just getting double teamed, just
surviving.
Okay. Yeah. It's great.
Well, that's actually the great thing about being a D lineman.
Oh,
right?
it was, yeah.
Sometimes fight just occupy 2 of these guys.
That's a
because
win.
the O line's probably not any better.
Oh no, they were all stuck in like, God, bro. By the 4th quarter, we're all just looking at each other like, let's take it a little easy this play. Let's. I mean, like you're not winning this game here.
Guy I played with University of Colorado, I won't say his name, but he was the highest paid center in the National Football League. That guy used to jump off sides at guard to get a break. And I was like, dude, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I'm dead serious. I go, we're going to score, so it doesn't matter, but I'm tired. So he would just give a play. Like, okay. I'm good now. Here we go.
It's all you need sometimes.
And That's part of the deal with all the no huddle stuff we see now these days, like wearing out D linemen and all that stuff. But
100%.
you know, the flip side is when you Boise State, I would assume would huddle. They did most of last year. You know, the flip side is like sometimes those guys are catching a blow too, instead of just being worn out.
So that's a concern for the deep, or Boise State's defense is that's a shot in the system with a no huddle speed tempo offense.
Definitely.
Now they'll be smart. They practice. They'll do the 2 huddles and go as fast as you can. But between getting a call, trying to catch your breath, in your mind you're like, I am so tired. I don't. And you gotta. And you miss the coverage. Here we go.
Yeah.
Or you miss the blitz and you open up the gap, or you don't slant right, or something like that. You open things up. It's like the extremes. You have to go to such extremes to get ready for games in the Florida when you're coming from the West. Hence why the Inferno has worked. And it's going to work again. Boise State credit more than us.
It did.
Georgia Southern, they credit more than you.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
The UCF.
Yeah, because they're not simulating practice. The tempo of practice in general isn't as fast as we do.
Yeah.
And it even goes back to the summer to the decks and all that stuff.
Everything.
Like if you're in shape, you're in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you get dehydrated, you get dehydrated. But but these guys have been cranking on water since
probably
All
what's
day,
today?
every
Tuesday?
day.
It's probably
Saturday,
yeah, right.
The hydration plan probably kicked in Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Full blown round the
Yeah,
clock,
it's got
24-hour plan.
pickle
Pickle
juice
juice.
shots.
We're talking about pickle shots on the sidelines now, and
All the Coke you can drink.
yep, everything.
We were taking pickle juice shots on the plane, and like someone would, Amari McCoy for us last year was the guy that would stand up and give a toast
I saw
before
that.
we do it. But then going down to Georgia Southern, I think we did it like 3 times in the middle of the flight.
Yep.
Pickle juice shots?
Yeah, pickle
Pickle
juice
juice
shots.
shots.
They're surprisingly good. Like
It's
you
like
think it's
picklebacks.
terrible. but
Eventually, you got to get in your mind.
Like if you get fried pickles, same thing.
Yeah. Same health, too.
Yeah,
But eventually, in your mind, you got to say, F it, put the ball down. I'm going to kick your ass.
for sure.
Yes.
I don't care
100%.
how many pickle shots you drank. I don't care how many IVs it takes. Put the ball down. I am going to physically beat your ass, and we're going to win, and it's over.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
line mentality.
It really is.
it's-
Love it.
How else
It's
do you
been
do
talked
it?
about forever. Yeah,
Because eventually, you got to have mental fortitude. There you go. Red.
there it is.
And come in and go, hey, it's just the way it is. We're stronger. We're better. We're more of a family. We're going to physically show up and beat your ass
And
as a
if-
unit.
And if that's the mentality too, like it might rain down there, whatever happens, like you go in and you're like, all right, I've already overcome this heat. Whatever happens next,
Right.
I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm just ready to go. So it's going to rain, and we're going to respond good to it. And that's going to be a difference they won't have.
A lot of people making fun of staff about pulling them off and waiting them 20 minutes and all that. And I talked to BJ about it down in Las Vegas, but Rid, it's hard to keep these kids locked in. And when you're in there, you need a meal plan
Mhm.
because you get some 310, 320 pound offensive linemen and they haven't eaten and they've been sitting there for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You need a meal plan. What's going to be fed? You go to the nutritionist.
Mhm.
Hey,
So-
when's the water? When's this going to come out?
So these
Yeah.
guys can
Where-
even tell you like the nutritionist at Boise State now next level, right?
Next
Yeah.
level.
So that they have, you have to have a nutrition plan. You have to, because your locker room is going to be tiny. So not everybody can stretch at one time. So the skill, you got to stretch first because you're going
Yeah.
to open it up and then boom, lightning strike, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like
That's been an
UCF.
hour.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Like that's a real possibility,
Right.
right? Like we can have rain delays, lightning delays, whatever.
Yeah.
Like talk through your experience.
Yeah. Even like UCF,
What was
like
that,
that game,
3-hour delay?
3-hour delay. And it's like, how do you stay locked in? And like Bedell said, how do you fuel your
I
body?
promise you 1,000 people are gonna be like, oh, you put your helmet on and go to class. Like we all know.
That didn't help for sure. It would have been really
Well,
cool if we won,
hey,
but
Hey, but I would say this. Hank was a different love.
he was
I
a
love
different
Hank.
breed.
That was just Hank.
That was a part of his
That
process.
probably actually did help it.
I do agree with you. But it's going
But
through
somebody's
one
going
of
to
those,
make that comment. So I'll just
yeah,
beat
it's
him
coming.
to it.
But like I grew up with it in Florida. Like we always had that happen. Like we had multiple games. Like our state championship game got delayed. Like it was something that you had to prepare for. It was the hardest thing in the world.
It's hard.
And having a 3-hour delay, and that game was the long longest I've ever seen. It was like fans outside the door banging on our locker room door and stuff like that. Like, you're like, all right, we got to lock in. We got to still stay fresh and stretch, because you only get like a 5-minute turnaround when you go back out there.
Yeah.
And
But it's just
different.
a balance of like, okay, guys, let's have a smile on our face.
Oh, for sure.
We're going to still go out there and win the game, but
Yeah.
tell some jokes. I mean, there's got to be a balance. Like, oh, no talking. Like,
Oh,
but
no,
then the
shot.
players are like, let's just pack up and go the hell home. This
Yeah.
is fun.
Yeah. It's
Like,
right.
there has to be a balance of like, go after them and then re-go over the game plan when we think you're getting, because they're letting the coaches know, like, okay, we think we're good in about an hour.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, okay, you got to go with the units. Let's talk about our new 10 coming out. So we re-game planning the 10, especially if you're in the second quarter, like, okay, they're playing a lot more one high than we ever thought.
I
So
feel like
where's
we,
our one
we
high
were
beat?
actually like in the 5 minutes we watched them warm up, like, oh, they have 2 safeties out there. We might have overestimated. Like, let's just do our thing.
Yeah.
And we came out hot, so it was all
We did.
good, but yeah.
And you're right, Brad. You got to have fun with it in the locker room.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
if everyone's too locked in and over the top, you start peaking too early, and then it's another hour, and then guys are starting to drop it. Yeah.
You just
In
can't
all
let 'em-
seriousness.
my rule is no sleeping. Just no sleeping. Have some jokes, have some fun. No sleeping. Because if you sleep, you take some.
It's hard to wake up.
It's hard to wake up. Because you can let them sleep for 30 minutes. You're not waking up for another hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just said no sleeping. That was a Dan Hawkins rule. Remember, we had to go check the bus because on long trips, no sleeping on the bus. We've done the walkthrough. They're up. They're going. Do not allow them to sleep on the bus because now they got to wake back up and
right.
So,
yeah, everybody. The one thing, and you probably felt this more than a fall than anybody, but everybody's got kind of their own thing, right?
Oh, sure.
At some point, and in the NFL, there's a lot more freedom to do your own
you
thing.
drive your own car. You show up to breakfast when you want. You can go to the stadium 3 hours before the game. You can go to the stadium for an hour and a half before the game. Doesn't matter.
And you know, you guys probably felt this a little bit. I think Coach D is very much like, as long as you're ready to play.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to overmanage this.
Because everyone does it differently.
Yeah.
Yes. There's zero micromanaging there in terms of letting us do our own
Like,
thing.
just show up.
Yeah.
I think that's truly, I don't want to minimize this. He has a lot of strength. I think that's one of his best strengths is he understands everybody's different.
Yep.
And I'm not going to treat everybody the same. And if you need to shut your eyes for a minute, I don't know if you're sleeping or not, but if you need to shut your eyes for a minute, but if you wake up and are ready to play, or
Doesn't matter,
you know,
right.
open your eyes, like, I'm cool with that.
When
You know,
when the pillow breaks out, you got to draw the line.
That, I mean, I
Yes,
think
yes,
there's a little
yes.
bit of an issue there.
When he's blowing up his air mattress, we got a little bit
Yeah,
of
that's-
The fall camp air mattress
No,
for a home
yeah.
game.
yeah. I'm not trying, like I
Bro,
said, I'm not trying to
I know it's a
minimize,
joke. Yeah.
minimize the whole thing. Because there's different levels, but
There is.
you know, like we're talking about Hank, and you were a quarterback, is kind of why I bring this up, but certainly a different guy in the locker room.
Definitely.
He's
Not
singing,
even just in the locker room in general.
like, he was singing. He was
No, but
singing Broadway.
I
before the
love
game.
that guy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I love him to death. And
Yeah,
like,
he
if
was.
you want to talk about a like the toughest dude,
For sure.
but you know, that doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah. And he was always dialed too.
Oh, yeah. No, he's
Without question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I let it slide, because it was
Yeah.
like, this is how he does his thing, how he
Yeah.
preps, and he always went in, knew exactly what he needed to do.
there's no doubt. I agree.
I gotta admit, I'm fired up. Not a BYU fan, but I am fired up to see how Bear and Tiger
Yeah.
do, because those guys been around here forever. And shoot, love the Bachmar family. And
Yeah.
um,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go. I'm gonna go meet up with them down for the Stanford BYU game with Hank,
Awesome.
AVB, Colt Fulton. He's down
Oh.
there now, so it's gonna be. It'll be fun. But it is cool. And playing with your brother too. That's
yeah,
it's hard to beat, man.
no, it's funny because I think that's probably something a lot of people don't understand, like how much families get intertwined with each other. And like, shoot, I mean, we've probably all known Tiger and Bear since they were
kids.
I mean, I literally
They're
remember
at Orange
Tiger when he was maybe in 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, BJ showed up.
BJ?
I was actually giving you a pass and thought like, oh, he's probably not going to make it. But like I think that's something different that people don't understand. It's like even as coaches, like we probably knew those guys were recruitable guys, but to us they were just like little guys
just
hanging out and like you care about them, and it's awesome to see them doing so well. So
absolutely.
What's next in the docket? What do they want to talk about?
Get wow.
Your floor beer.
I noticed that one a little bit ago.
spitter.
Floor spitter.
It's a floor spitter.
Are you a wintergreen guy? That's what they're asking.
Straight.
Different. That's the Lyman breed right there.
Floor beer. I fully thought it was a floor beer. I noticed it too.
Rookie.
My innocence.
It really is. Dude, there's a lot. They're saying a lot of good stuff, talking about the receivers, the explosive plays that we talked about earlier, like coming out hot and not just seeing. I mean, obviously, like we said, Ashton was different. We knew he could hand it off and it'll be an explosive play. And now we're going to see it in the air too, which will be
It'll be fun.
pretty cool. A lot of breakout players. So I'm fired up.
I thought I saw Spence said equal carries between Malik and Sire. So I can't wait till one of them has 16 and one has 12. And somebody says, I thought Spencer said it was going to be.
All hell breaks loose.
Or I understand the one with 12 carries had this many more average yards per carry. Well, he didn't have as many carries. That tends to fluctuate the average.
Because let's be honest, on Friday, that's coming for somebody.
No doubt.
100%.
But the other thing is, I think this is going to give more opportunity for especially you guys heard the tight ends to break out more than Leonard already has. We know what he can do
for sure.
But there's going to be some, I mean, this thing's going to open up. I hope it opens up, and I think it's going to just make Boise this offense fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Fun to watch.
Defense won't know what to do. They could load the box all they wanted last year. Now you have to load it up, spread it out. Lose.
Yep. The road stays way open up 1-1. And then who knows what they're going to do with Caples in the slot. Good luck.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Good
So,
luck.
which that's a whole other ball game to double team somebody in the slot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you guys can probably talk to a little bit about this, but to me, like one of the best things the receivers have done over the last couple of years is block.
100%.
Knockdown rule.
Yep.
And so to see those guys like go do that play after play and, like give up what everybody thinks as a receiver to go do that play after play. But then the explosive plays that creates, like it seems to me like they've really bought into that.
For sure. And it just gives them an advantage off the jump, especially with routes that these dudes are sitting on their heels, just waiting for the receivers to break down and block them. And right when they stutter, hit the gas, it's over for the DB. They don't know what to do. And like you said, we're a creative offense. We're going to come up with pass plays off the same exact run plays we just hit you for a 30-yard gain on.
I don't think Miller won't play him if they won't block.
Oh, no.
I don't think anybody will.
It's like rule number 1.
Yeah. It was a knockdown board, and it was like whoever's up there, you're getting the big play.
And you
got to earn it.
Yeah,
Yep, exactly.
No doubt. I agree with you.
Well,
another question we had, what's our final score predictions? I want to throw it out there.
All right. I'm going to go I'll start off. I'll go 31-17 Broncos.
Oh, I was close. I was going to say 38-24.
30-10.
Woo. I'm going to go I was thinking something similar. I was going 34-17. I don't know what the lines are like
Six.
6.5. I don't know what that is.
Where at?
Where?
Yeah, you couldn't shut off the water faucet.
Blue pants on Thursday. That's one thing. I saw that on Twitter today too. Actually, they're like, "Well, we can't go all white because it's a grass field." And I was like, "Dale would have a heart attack if we went white on grass." It's not happening. So did they release the uniform combos yet or no?
I will give Dale this.
White, blue.
I will give
White
Dale
jersey, I'm
this.
surprised.
Like, do we really want to show up at other games with grass stains on our shit?
No shot.
Like, I get it.
We're not buying new ones.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take a dub when Dale's you got to work a little bit extra. Sorry, I'll send you a bottle of Shout. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I like that combo though. But yeah, definitely white pants on grass too is always a no-no from the jump.
No, that is not happening. Probably shouldn't happen. So
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for them.
It's a bold decision. All black in the heat.
5:30.
5:30.
I feel. Does anybody know what time sun sets there?
Let's see.
Come on, Florida man.
I bet it's close to 5:30.
I'm guessing it's definitely earlier. I was gonna say like 7:30. Older boy.
So
I don't feel. I don't feel like they think they're going to be in the heat that long.
No.
Well, I don't know. The stadium where the sun sets, are they going to be in the shade?
Yeah.
Well, it's Tampa Bay Stadium.
Didn't play
Surely
there.
you've been there.
I have, but like at 1:30.
Yeah.
Well, the Pirates, yes.
Kiss the ring.
So with the fishes.
Is that the movie Uncle Buck where he wears the ring and just knocks him on the top? Oh, no, invading myself.
Yeah. No, it'll be good though. It's gonna be a fun
Yeah.
game.
We're excited. Riley will be there. The rest of us be watching.
I got all my
Yep.
Yeah, come to Uncle Bob's in Meridian. Come have a beer with me. Uncle Bob's.
Bob.
Did I say it wrong? Bob's. Sorry. Don't know where it comes from. Family's from the East Coast. Sorry.
Yeah,
my
I was going
O's
to say
are
that definitely is East Coast. Can we get your mom to bring some cookies up though?
Oh, dude, the freaking brownies. I just brought up a tray of probably 30 of them and they're gone. And I got back on Friday. So sorry.
Next time.
Selfish.
I'll try to get you back on the list.
I appreciate it.
There's a list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, she's got a list.
Long and distinguished.
That's how Cameron's cookies were.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I used to hook Mike up, but Mike doesn't hook me up. So
that's where the list comes into play. I wasn't on that. So
you were on our list.
Yeah, you found a way.
That's fair. I sucked my way in last year.
Don't do it.
They're saying beers on Mike too. At Bob.
I think it's beers on BJ. We'll see.
Yeah.
First beer. There we go.
I tried to T Crow. He saw my post and he was like, "Free beer, I'll be there." And he didn't make his way here.
Very disappointing in T Crow. There was probably a country music concert
There
somewhere
probably was.
tonight.
He's probably wearing his Daisy Dukes out there.
Two-stepping.
That's usually where I see T Crow.
Yeah.
These days. Excited for week one. It's gonna be fun start to a great year. And other than that, I'll turn it over to you guys.
Yeah. You guys got anything else?
Appreciate it, boys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Being on. Thank you, Jacksons. Another
We did
great.
miss that. I apologize at the start.
Yeah.
So out of sorts.
Oh yeah. I brought all the snacks to work
Thank you to
too.
Jacksons.
Tearing it
We
up.
got-
So thank you guys.
I might steal one of these because that's pretty cool. But thank you to Jacksons. We appreciate it. And I think next week, I believe we're getting Kamale, Correa, and
that's gonna
probably get one of the current guys. So
nice. That'll be a big group. That'll be good. But I appreciate you guys turning in. It's game week, so let's get the fans going like we always do. But fired up for this one for sure.
Hey, we can't all make it to Florida, but let's go nuts here in Boise.
Yep. I'll be there in spirit for you guys.
3:30 Thursday.
3:30.
Do not be late.
Nope.
Wherever you're going, get there and get loud.
No doubt. But appreciate you guys. Go Broncos, man.
Go Broncos.